Hi guys, hope you are doing well. A completely different video for me today. This pretty how I just this. So whilst we was on holiday, we did really well with our spending money. We mainly because we didn't go out anywhere. We stuck to site. We went to Centre Parks in Belgium. Didn't go off site. And yeah, I think when we went Monday, Dave left to go to Spa to mechanic at the 24-hour race on Friday, and I still had something like 500 and something pound left. And sorry, I'm just a little bit out of breath. And yeah, I think on the Friday I'd spent something like £25 on food. And so I knew I had loads of spending money left over. I would have come home with loads of spending money. So I treated myself. This is something that I've been after for a long time. Since they released it, I watched a YouTube video describing what it was, watching all the inserts, and I've rewatched it over and over and over again. I just love it. And I just reached that point where I was like, sod it, I am going to do it. I want to do this for myself. So I thought I'd film this unboxing and it's already a bit open. Go through what I've bought and what, oh my, look at that, look how bright that is. Originally I said I'm gonna wait until, because I've been in the office today, until the kids are in bed. I'm gonna make a cup of tea, which I've got, which my favourite cup at the moment. All you need is a good book and a cup of tea, absolutely. And do, yeah, you know, set it all up, whatever. Obviously, I'm back home, completely forgot that my daughter is at after school club. So I've got an hour to unbox it. So here it is. So I am building the life of my dreams. And this is what I wanted. I wanted something for myself. So I'm currently going through like a pre-assessment for ADHD. I just got my pre-assessment questionnaire after doing like the right to choose. My daughter's autistic, so when researching stuff about her, I've realised that actually we look at ADHD and all the other neurodiversities, and I realised that I actually connect and see a lot of myself in ADHD. I actually connect and see myself in a lot of perhaps autistic stuff, but the ADHD is something that I thought potentially may require medication, so that's why I've kind of gone down that route. But there's certain habits and stuff that I do, I believe, because of the ADHD, and I want to try and break those habits, become healthier. One of those things at the moment is I'm really struggling to lose weight, and I will binge eat. Maybe not so much as binge eat. I don't necessarily sit there and eat a lot of food all at once, but I definitely overeat, because once it's in my head, I cannot get it out. And this is something that I really struggle with, and from researchers, it's quite a popular ADHD thing as well, to have a really unhealthy relationship with food. So I bought some stuff in here to help me with that. One of the other things I really struggle with is with cleaning. So yeah, anyway, let's get into it, because I can talk about it all when we are in it. So let's open it up. It's just, I mean, I love this, and I understand actually the magpie. I follow these on, it's a pretty perfect products, and I follow them on TikTok, but I tend to watch a lot of their stuff on Instagram, and I love it, and I watch their YouTube videos. Yeah, and I love the products. I love the people behind it. It's like an independent company. It's just one woman that has set it up, and now I think her husband works there. You know, quite often she'll have the kids in there. She's got other people working for her, and I just really appreciate that it's just one woman that had this dream, and she's just built it up into this amazing company. So that's another reason kind of why I went for this rather than like a generic just planner I could get online. I will say that all of this in here cost me £92, which is a lot of money, I know, but I also knew that I had it in my spending money for the holiday, and I've still come home with plenty of spending money as well. So I've not, you know, I've not stopped myself on holiday or anything like that. So build your own pretty perfect planner. So that's what I went with. I went with the build your own planner. I liked the fact, so we've got a nice little thank you card, that you buy the planner and then you buy the inserts to what you want. So let's do the planner first. So I went with just everything, like the attention to detail is just brilliant. I went with the sage green. I am all about the sage green, which is strange because I'm also all about the colour. But it was like this pink, blue, lilac. The pink is really nice, but I like the sage green. So I did this. Oh, how to do the binder clips. Oh, how to open. That's really good, actually. I use my binders. For anyone who is on here who doesn't follow me normally, I do my cash stuffing money. I do my money by cash stuffing method, and I use these kind of binders, a smaller version, every week anyway. So yeah, this is a really interesting way to do your money if you're not familiar with it. Was it just you know, feel free to check out my other videos if you are new. So let's just dump that down now. So yeah, beautiful. My pretty perfect planner. And what I'm hoping is that I will sit down in the evenings. I don't know if it's something I'll do every night, and you'll see from what inserts I've got, and sort of plan, you know, I'll plan my jobs for the following day, or set my week out and stuff like that. So yeah, so brilliant. So we've got these beautiful little pockets here, lots of stuff. Lovely. I love this gold trim as well. It's just brilliant. So we've got today, make today count. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I went with, let's see if I can take this out. If I try and take these out, like, out of my ones, I never managed to do it. There we go. Beautiful. So I went with the 5 inserts. It was either 5 or 15. So you'd have them coming across and then you have them coming down. I felt like the 15 would just, well, I only got like, I think 8 or 9 inserts. But 15, yeah, would just be way too much. So I went with the 5. Oh, look, there are dreams and there are planners. The planners make the dreams come true. It's just so true, though. So these are the dividers. Yeah, and they've all got them on them. Stunning. Beautiful. And the reason why you get like a contents is because... Oh, sorry, I've got my window open. Is there'll be like a couple of inserts that might come under one category. So as she described it in the video, yeah, so fitness. So I think I've got like two inserts that would just probably go under fitness. Or yeah, route trackers. Not got a trackers. Goals and dreams. I've got ones that would do with that. Cleaning. Meal plan. See, there's a weight loss, so I've got a weight loss, and I think I've got another one. So I need to have a little play around to work out what I want my headers to be and what's going to go in them. So I won't put them in yet. Let's just put that there. I won't put them in. We'll just go through them all what I chose to get and why. So, Power Hour. I really like the concept of these. It's not something that I think I would use every day because life is just too busy. But what I liked about this was, and how she described it, one, you've got all these little prompts that are at the beginning. Let me just move that out of the way for a moment. I love that you have these prompts and it tells you how to do things, how to do it. It gives you examples of what to do. I love it. And the idea of this is you have 6 jobs that are going to take you 10 minutes each, and you'll write them down, what you're going to do. Now, I love this because how I envisage myself using this is I'll go up slightly early to bed and I'll plan my day, my power hour, and I would probably do this depending on what the tasks were when the baby has his nap. So I know that he naps usually for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I should be able to fit a power hour in. So an example would be like empty and load dishwasher. Put clothes away. To be fair, put clothes away might take a bit longer because we tend to pile the clothes up on the spare bed. And we love washing the clothes, but we both detest putting them away. Absolutely detest it. So they tend to pile up till it gets too much. So I could log that, you know, for 2 or something like that. Pack away kids' toys, make the beds, you know, put in whatever you want. And what I think is good for me is that, because I say I believe I don't like to say my ADHD because I've not got the diagnosis yet, but I know how I think. What this is good is this isn't, it's not too overpowering. It's just 10-minute little tasks, you know. It's not, I'm not going to look at that and be like, oh my God. But I am going to get to the end of the day and think, cool, well, at least I done 6 tasks today. And that's good. And that what's quite often is, I get so overwhelmed by perhaps the amount of stuff that I think needs to be done that I don't do anything. And this helps me, I'm hoping, to be a lot more productive and get done what needs to be done. So that's the idea for Power Hour. Next one I got 2 of these, is Brain Dump. Now, my brain is constantly on the go. Like, yeah, between my Etsy shop and stuff that I want to do at home and books and everything is constantly on the go. One of the problems I have, and this is particularly with probably Etsy, is that I might think of an idea for a new product, a new savings challenge or something. Sorry, let me just have a bit of my drink. Oh, and I might not get to work on it for like a week or 2 weeks or something like that, but just because of keeping up with orders, having a day off or whatever. But it is still running through my head. What I found is that if I can work on something or if I can write it down, it almost like shifts it out of my head because it's now written down on a piece of paper and I can move on from that. Until then, like an idea will be running, just running until it just does my head in, until I can't take no more. So what I'm hoping is, sorry about that. I had a phone call for a lady who's dropping off some tickets for a date night. So this is what I mean, just with life, it's just so hectic. Yes, I'm hoping then with this, and it gives you like a little example of what you can do. Yeah, I can use it for Etsy and I can just tick off and highlight bits that I've done, or anything in life really. Again, just anything that's an idea, trying a new recipe that I want to, just to remind myself a recipe to try or something like that. So that's Brain Dump. Cleaning. this is a big one for me. I am not a tidy person at all. However, I need tidiness to function and to be productive. My partner is a huge clean freak, and so I know this is one of the things that really, I'll not annoy him, because he's learnt to be a bit more slack. Not slack. What's the word? Compromise, I guess. He knows I'm not the tidiest, and also we've now got 2 kids. But this is cleaning is something that I really need to. I can do day to day. I'll quite happily do the dishwasher, you know, pack kids' toys away and stuff like that. But it's like cleaning the bathrooms, cleaning the mirrors, running the Hoover around. It's that sort of thing, and my brain doesn't clock it. I will see a mess, but I won't be prompted to tidy it up. And I know that seems really strange, and unless you're going through something similar, but yeah, so that's just how my brain works. So I'm hoping, again, having a checklist, so I can go to bed and I can say, right, on Monday I want to on Tuesday I'm going to do this. Again, there's only like a few things. There's 4 things there. So I'm hoping it's not going to be too overwhelming. I'm not going to map out a week, because very rarely does a week go as planned. And if I plan something out and I can't do it, then it kind of knocks me off balance, and it really affects my mood, and my mood will drop, and then I'll be like, oh, I feel like a failure. I can't do this. And then you kind of just feel like giving up, and yeah, so this will very much be something that, again, I'll take up to bed with me, go up to bed slightly early, and I'll fill one of these out for the following day. So that's the idea. And I mean, yeah, you get loads in here, and they're double-sided as well, so that's really going to be like really helpful for me, I'm hoping, if I can stick to it. So next we have, meal idea. Oh, that is my fault. I ordered the wrong ones. Oh no. So I was meant to order meal plans, but I will still use these anyway, meal ideas. At the minute we are trying to cut back on like the processed snacks and stuff like that, and I'm trying out lots of new recipes and stuff like that. So actually this, I'll work better off pen and paper. So I will use these to write down the recipes and stuff that I found that works. So that's really good. So I like them, but I will go back and order the meal planning ones. The next one I got is weight loss. Weight is something that I am struggling with. I'm at my heaviest that I've ever been. And yeah, so I've got this in the hope that having pen and paper will help me. I like to write things down. I like to see my goals. And I liked this because you have your quotes as well going throughout. Write down your why. What is motivating you to lose weight? I can flick through this whenever I'm hoping, whenever I begin to falter, or if I have a bad week and I've not lost any weight, or I might have gained a pound. And that's the other thing with my head. I'll gain a pound a week, which is perfectly normal, especially like depending on where you are in your cycle and stuff like that. But my brain just tells me, oh, what's the point in trying then? Why carry on? And I give up. And I have to really fight myself. It's a constant battle. My brain it's a constant battle with myself. But yeah, so you got your different goals. You can do goals 1 to 5, so I can break it down. You know, I would probably like to ideally lose about 3 stone. But if I put my goal is to lose 3 stone, then that's massive. But if I do like half a stone, 1 stone, 2 stone, 2.5 stone, or 3 stone, you know, how am I going to get there? Yeah, why, again, like write down goals that you would like to achieve in terms of health and well-being. Your rewards, so I could you know, reward myself perhaps money. I could cash stuff the money for towards a new wardrobe. And I love this. I love the way, I love the ideas of it all as you go through weekly overview. Yeah, your one stone challenge, and then you've just got these really good quotes that are kind of throughout. So yeah, so I'm going to start on Monday. I do food shop. I'll probably start over the weekend, to be fair, but I've got food shop Friday. So yeah, that's when I'll kind of get all my bits and pieces. Habits and routines. So one of them being things like drinking enough water. I don't drink water. I drink tea, and probably tea alone. So yeah, so pick, prepare, perform. I think there was somewhere there was in it. So yeah, so you've got like a list of things here that you could select or pick your own, you know, write your own ones. So yeah, keep up with a skincare routine, read 10 to 20 pages of a book, drink 2 litres of water. You know, it's all different things. And then how she described this was like, you know, you set off a couple of, you know, I think is it 3 habits for 30 days. See how you get on with them. By the end of the 30 days, you hopefully have installed those habits into yourself, and then you can start then another set of habits, you know, and that's what I'm hoping, fingers crossed. And then you've got these habit trackers here, so you can write down however many you want. Yeah, that is what, I just like the idea of it. I just like the idea of trying to be more organised, healthier, that kind of thing, you know. Right, next one, life admin. So I liked this because she described it, and I keep saying she, but I don't know the lady's name, but it's a lady that's came up with pretty perfect products. You know, her and her partner, she'll do one of these lists, and when they've got enough things on there, and it might be things like sort out house insurance, or sort out pet insurance, or book this appointment, book that appointment, whatever, you know, replace filters on, so I don't know. But when you've got enough, you sit down with your partner, allocate these out, and be like, right, okay, I think we've got enough now. Let's sit down, let's book like an afternoon together, whatever, when the kids are at school, and let's work our way through that list. And I thought this was a really good way to get done those little jobs that we all put off, because frankly they're quite boring. And you can just sit down and do them together and work your way through them. And yeah, I just really liked that. I just really like that you're kind of working together to get through it. So well-being, again, this will be part of my weight loss and probably trackers and stuff like that. And again with my fitness. Yeah, I just love this, and I thought this would be good as well when it's like you're tracking my energy and which is like a 0 at the moment. But it'd be really good to see as I'm losing the weight, hopefully. Am I getting my steps in, my exercise in? Am I actually taking, like I take mushroom gummies, which have been so far really good for my gut health, and I noticed that it's improved my sleep and stuff like that. And again, you've got little prompts down here to tell you what to do. So I just like that one, and I thought it goes quite well with like the kind of fitness, weight loss kind of thing. Next one is goals, and this was kind of like manifesting your goals, I want to say. I think this is how she described it. My dream life, what would it take? Does your ideal life cost? I'm very much, it is true. If you've got goals, you think got things you want to achieve. Well, if you're not planning them, well, how are you going to get there? How do you know if you're ever going to get there? You know, if you're not, and I do believe that if you're not, you know, that's why the cash stuffing works, because there's certain things that I've wanted and stuff like that. But if I'm not actively saving for it and planning for it, then I'm never going to get it. So this works for this. for my goals. So I'm looking forward. This is one where I'll definitely wait until I'm on my own and I've got the best version of yourself. Like, yeah, I'll go through it on my own and fill this out. Maybe with a nice glass of wine or something like that, you know, really think about what it is that I would like to achieve over the next 3 to 5 years or something, you know. Because why not? And then the next thing, the last thing that I got are these pens. They're Pretty Perfect pens. Just because I saw them and they looked really nice. They fit in, I'm sure they said that you could fit 2 in here. So I'll just get a bit of paper. I don't, I could. Oh yeah. I mean, ignore my messy writing, but yeah, they do feel really nice. I mean, this is kind of like shiny card as well, so it's not the best, but they do feel lovely to write in, so that's going to be nice. I like that. So yeah, so that is my build your own Pretty Perfect planner. Slightly gutted that I ordered the wrong not the meal planning one. That's my own fault. I've obviously just clicked on the wrong thing. But absolutely in love with everything else. I will spend some time, I think, working out what categories everything is going to go in. And I will pick out what I think is the most relevant from here. They do like a budget tracker and stuff like that, and saving challenges, but I don't. I do my budgeting online and or on my laptop, and I don't have an awful lot to budget because I just manage my own money. The bills come out of a joint account, which I put a bit of money into. So yeah. So there we are. So that is my Pretty Perfect planner. This is the build your own binder version. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye bye.